Ikit Claw is the diabolically intelligent chief warlock engineer and right fang of Lord Morskitter of the great clan Scryer. He was gifted with the ability and intellect to conceive weapons that surpass the power of the Empire and their mighty steam tanks. But at what cost does wielding such experimental genius come at? Well, in Ikit's case, it's madness and depravity, as he would use legions upon legions of his own clan's Skaven slaves as test subjects, slaughtering thousands until he got the murderous results that he desired. In true Warhammer fashion, a rat that festers in its own filth became one of the most powerful sorcerers and engineers of the Old World. This was due to his lack of discrimination when it came to his studies. He would dedicate his life to studying all forms of science, engineering, and magic that the Old World had to offer, whether it be elven, human, or even dwarven in origin. After the First Skaven Civil War, he would traverse the Underway to explore the world, from the jungles of Lustria to the dark lands of Nagaroth, and even the ancient lands of Cathay in the east. Returning home to Skavenblight at the right time as tensions were rising, Ikit would rush to Lord Morskitter's side, as word of Clan Pestilence's red pox had failed, and there were demands that the Plague Monks were to be ousted from the Council of 13. Ikit and his lord would return to the Clan Scryer quarter of Skavenblight and await the inevitable chaos as the Second Skaven Civil War was on the horizon. After anarchy ensued, funnily enough by Clan Pestilence, Morskitter and Ikit gathered their warlock engineers and waited for the perfect moment to attack. The rest of the clans would soon experience what Ikit's journeys taught him as Clan Scryer stormed the temple, Ikit's spells unleashing unfathomable power against the anarchists, sweeping through the legions of rats as if they were nothing. The precincts of the temples were filled with blasts of warp fire and dark blades, slaughtering the enemies of Clan Scryer until order was restored. Whilst the Under-Empire was thrown into chaos, Lord Morskitter would stand to rule Skavenblight with Ikit Claw at his side. This would leave Ikit an entire playground to perform his experiments and create weapons of mass destruction. Ikit would go on to create some truly impressive and diabolical weaponry, with the most notable being the accidental atomic bomb which Ikit birthed. Properly named the Doom Sphere, it is a titanic sphere which is fueled with a massive amount of warpstone. The sphere itself enhances the warpstone encased inside, and it is theorized that the explosion produced by this weapon could result in the biggest catastrophe to the known world. Unfortunately, we might not ever see the results of its use despite Ikit's eagerness to use it in order to prove his scientific superiority, because Cleric Bronzehammer and the dwarves of Carrick Ankle were able to stop Ikit and destroy his Doom Sphere, with him escaping alive. The Mad Chief Warlock would then swear his revenge and continue tinkering to improve on his designs as well as invent new weapons. Another more notable and popular invention due to the game Total Warhammer is the Doom Wheel, which is a more recent invention. This massive wheel powered by a warpstone generator was a truly horrifying sight on the battlefield. Mounted on it are warp conduits capable of hurling out massive bolts of deadly warp lightning. And if that didn't do the job in the first shot, then the wheel could tear through the enemy line like butter. A wheel of reinforced steel adorned with multiple sharpened blades capable of cutting hundreds of infantry down in minutes. Both of these inventions of the great Chief Warlock were testaments to his superior intellect as well as his complete and utter madness. I do have to say, it is very satisfying watching multiple Doom Wheels shred through a line of infantry like it's nothing in Total Warhammer. So I kinda get where Ikit's coming from, and he is probably my favorite character in Warhammer Fantasy. Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. I just wanted to say a quick thank you. Clearly I'm still starting out. I still have to get some more supplies and stuff for video and audio recording. But I just really wanted to thank everybody that stuck through this video to the end, and there'll be more to come.